Frank Sutton became a recognizable presence on American television not because he chased fame, but because audiences believed him. Best remembered as the booming red-faced Sergeant Vince Carter on Gomer Pyle, USMC, Sutton brought a rare mix of authority and humor that made his character unforgettable. Viewers laughed at his outbursts, yet they also sensed the warmth beneath the bluster. Off-screen, colleagues often described him as polite, hardworking, and surprisingly soft-spoken compared to the commanding figures he portrayed. His success did not arrive overnight. It was built on years of steady work, discipline, and genuine love for performance. Sutton represented a generation of actors who treated television not as a shortcut to celebrity, but as a craft that demanded consistency and preparation. By the time he reached national recognition, he had already developed a reputation as a dependable performer, whose energy and sincerity translated effortlessly through the screen into living rooms across the country. Early years. Shaped by determination. Born Frank Spencer Sutton on October 23, 1923 in Clarksville, Tennessee. He grew up during the economic uncertainty of the Great Depression. His family valued hard work and practicality, yet young Frank showed an early fascination with storytelling and theater. School plays and local performances became outlets where he could express creativity and confidence, even when resources were limited. After high school, he pursued further education in drama in New York, a bold move for someone from a modest background. Those early years were not glamorous. They were filled with auditions, small roles, and constant learning. Still, Sutton remained committed to improvement rather than instant recognition. Friends later recalled that he was less interested in applause and more interested in getting each performance right. This mindset helped him navigate rejection without bitterness and success without arrogance. His formative years instilled discipline and humility, qualities that would later anchor both his professional journey and his personal relationships. Service before stardom. World War II interrupted Sutton's early ambitions, redirecting his life toward military service. After being turned away from one branch due to medical limitations, he enlisted in the U.S. Army and served in the Pacific Theater. Military life introduced him to strict routines, teamwork, and the emotional realities of global conflict. These experiences left a lasting impression, shaping both his worldview and the authenticity he later brought to military roles on screen. Fellow veterans often noted that Sutton never exaggerated his service or used it for attention. He simply carried the lessons forward quietly. The discipline he learned became evident in his punctuality, preparedness, and respect for colleagues. When he eventually portrayed stern authority figures, audiences sensed a genuine understanding rather than imitation. His time in uniform did not make him rigid. Instead, it deepened his empathy and resilience. Returning home, he resumed acting with renewed focus, carrying with him a maturity that set him apart from many of his peers. Building a career one role at a time. The 1950s marked Sutton's steady climb through television and film, where he accepted a wide variety of supporting roles that demonstrated range, rather than typecasting. He appeared in dramatic anthologies, live broadcasts, and stage productions, gradually earning respect for reliability and professionalism. One notable film appearance alongside acclaimed actors gave him industry credibility, proving he could hold his own in serious material. Sutton did not rely on flashy performances. Instead, he focused on truthful delivery and strong presence. Directors appreciated that he arrived prepared and adaptable, qualities that made production smoother behind the scenes. While many actors chased leading parts, Sutton embraced character roles that allowed him to explore personality and nuance. This approach built a durable career foundation rather than a brief moment of fame. By the early 1960s, he had become a familiar working actor, someone casting directors trusted to elevate scenes without overshadowing the ensemble. The role that defined a generation. Everything changed when Sutton was cast as Sergeant Vince Carter on Gomer Pyle, USMC. The character's booming commands and fiery temper created immediate comedic impact. Yet, Sutton infused the role with humanity that kept it from becoming a caricature. His on-screen chemistry with co-star Jim Nabors formed the emotional core of the series, balancing strict discipline with gentle humor. Audiences laughed at Carter's frustration but also recognized the loyalty and hidden kindness beneath the shouting. The show became a cultural staple, and Sutton's catchphrases entered everyday conversation. What made the performance endure was authenticity. Viewers sensed that Sutton understood military life beyond surface gestures. He portrayed authority without cruelty and comedy without mockery. This balance allowed the character to resonate during a period of social change when public attitudes toward institutions were shifting. Through Carter, Sutton secured a permanent place in television history while proving that strong personalities could still carry compassion. Life after the spotlight's peak. When the series concluded, Sutton did not disappear. He simply returned to the steady rhythm of working actor life. He joined variety programs, appeared in guest roles, and increasingly embraced live theater, where he could interact directly with audiences. Dinner theater productions and regional plays offered creative freedom and immediate feedback, something he valued deeply. On stage, he demonstrated versatility by moving between comedy and emotionally grounded roles, surprising those who only knew him from his military persona. Colleagues frequently praised his stamina and enthusiasm, noting that he approached each rehearsal with the same seriousness as a televised performance. Though he never again reached the same level of nationwide fame, his reputation within the industry remained strong. Sutton's later career reflected dedication rather than decline, showing that fulfillment for many performers comes not from headlines, but from continued engagement with the craft and the simple joy of entertaining people face to face. Family, partnership, and private strength behind the scenes, Sutton's personal life was anchored by his marriage to Toby Igler, a writer with her own creative pursuits. Their partnership was built on mutual encouragement and shared appreciation for the arts, creating a supportive household despite demanding schedules. They raised 2 children, fostering an environment where imagination and education were equally valued. Friends often observed that Sutton's proudest conversations centered not on television success but on his family's achievements and well-being. He was known to separate work from home life, striving to be present even when professional obligations pulled him across the country. Toby's understanding of the entertainment industry helped stabilize the pressures that accompany public recognition, while Sutton's loyalty and humor strengthened their bond. Their relationship reflected cooperation rather than spectacle, offering him emotional balance amid career fluctuations. Those who knew him personally often emphasized that the commanding screen softened considerably at home, revealing patience and affection. The truth behind his passing. Frank Sutton's death in 1974 came suddenly and shocked fans who associated him with strength and booming vitality. The reality, however, was less mysterious than rumors suggested and more human in its lesson. He suffered a fatal heart attack while preparing for a stage performance, a reminder that outward energy can sometimes conceal internal strain. Like many performers of his era, Sutton maintained demanding schedules that left little room for rest, and the physical toll gradually accumulated. There was no scandal, hidden plot, or dramatic secret. Only the quiet consequences of stress and health challenges that often go unnoticed until it is too late. His passing saddened colleagues and audiences alike, not because of sensational details, but because it felt abrupt and undeserved. In remembering Sutton, many emphasize not the circumstances of his death, but the consistency of his life, dedication to craft, loyalty to family, and the ability to make millions laugh. His legacy endures as both entertainment history and a gentle reminder of the importance of balance, care, and humanity behind every performance.